Hello everyone, my name is Aruhi and welcome to my channel. So guys, in this video we are going to learn how to use MCP servers with IGNOU. So here's what we will learn today. First, we will start with a single MCP server. I'll show you how to run a single MCP server locally on your computer, and then we will see how an MCP client can connect to this MCP server and get answers. After that, we will connect to one more MCP server so that you'll see how multiple servers work together. Next, we will see how to create custom MCP server and then how to run it locally. And finally, I'll show you how to run a custom MCP server on the cloud. So let's begin. First, we will look at some ready-made MCP servers. Ready-made MCP server means code is already written. All we have to do is download that code and then build that server on your local machine and then run it. So this is the easiest way to understand the basics before moving on to creating your own custom servers. So let's see how to use a ready-made MCP servers. So there are many ready-made MCP servers available these days. For example, if you'll visit this GitHub repo, let me open this GitHub repo. Here you can find a whole list of public MCP servers that you can use right away. So just scroll down and see how many MCP servers are there. So guys, this side, this is the server name, and here you can see the task which that server can perform. And if you'll click on it, then you will be redirected to the GitHub repo of that particular MCP server where you can see all the steps to use it. So for my today's tutorial, first we will pick the MCP server from here, and then we will download the MCP server. We will build that MCP server on a local machine, right? So once we understand this concept, like how to run the MCP server on your local machine, then after that we will create our own MCP server. So let's start. So for this demo, we are going to use calculator MCP server. So just do Control F and write cal, and you will see the MCP server over here. This server we are going to use, and if you'll click on this MCP server, see, you will be redirected to that MCP server GitHub repo. Just scroll down, and here under installation you can see these two ways to install it. So we are installing it using pip install MCP server calculator. Just copy this command from here and then we will install it. So let me open a command prompt. So we have opened the command prompt, and here just copy this command from here and paste here and install it. So in my case, I have already installed it. So, but let me show you. See, requirement already satisfied because I have already installed this command. So this is how you'll install this MCP server. Just with this one command, you have this MCP server, calculator MCP server installed on your local machine. And now to use it, you just need to run this command, Python -m, and then this is the name of that MCP server. So using this command you can run this server. So now let's write a code for client. Means using IGNOU we will create one agent, and that agent will use one LLM, and we will connect that agent with this MCP server so that when user will ask a question, that question will go to the agent. Agent will use the LLM to understand the user's question, and LLM will see if that user question needed this MCP server, calculator MCP server. Then agent will connect to this MCP server and it will get the response from this MCP server. And once the agent get the response from this MCP server, LLM will present the response to the user. So this task we want to do. So what we are going to do today, we will create one agent in IGNOU. So for that guys, first we need to install all the required packages, because if you want to use IGNOU, you should have that IGNOU package installed on your PC, then only you can use it. So now we will install all those packages which are needed to run our today's code. So open command prompt and install those packages. So first what we need IGNOU package. So you will write pip install IGNOU and run. When you'll run this, Egno will be installed. So now let's install next package, which is python-env. Why we need that package? Because we are going to use LLM, and to access that LLM, we need the API key. So we are going to store that API key in a separate file in .env file. And from our coding file, we want to load the API keys. And for that, we need this package. So let's install that. Pip install python-env. So in my case, this package is already installed. In your case, it will be installed. So that's it, guys. These are the modules which are needed. Now let me show you the coding part. And for today's tutorial, in E Drive, I have created one folder, this MCP with Egno folder. Here we are going to write everything. So from command prompt, enter in this folder. And here we will run all the codes. I have created one file, this single MCP server. Let's open this file. Right now, this file is blank. So right now this file is blank and we are going to write code in it. First, let's import all the packages. So these are the packages which are needed. So this package will help you load the environment variable. This is the important package, guys, MCP tools. This package will help the agent which we are going to create in Egno to connect with the MCP server as tools. And this package is used to create the agent, and we are using this package because we are going to use the LLM from OpenAI, and for that you need this OpenAI chat. So these are the modules. Now let's load the API key. Which API key? The model which we are going to use today is OpenAI's LLM. So to use that LLM, we need OpenAI API key, and to load that API key, we use this load_.env. So guys, before understanding this code further, first let's put the API key in the folder. Which folder? The folder where we are working. So we are working in this folder. Over here, we are going to paste .env file. That .env file have the API key of OpenAI. So this is my .env file. So guys, .env file and your code both should be in the same folder. And now let me show you this .env file. Okay, click here. See, this key is not needed. We only need this OpenAI API key, and in this single quote you will write the API key. So then save it. Now let's move to the coding part again. Next, let's write a function, and inside that function we are going to create the agent which will connect to the MCP server. So this is the function, main function, and here in this variable I'm just loading the OpenAI API key from this file. Okay, and then we are creating the agent. To create a agent, I am using this agent variable. In this, I'm calling this agent from here, and inside this agent over here we will write the model which we want to use, the LLM which will understand the user query, and inside this agent only we are going to write the code to connect with the MCP server. So first let's write the code for LLM, means which LLM we are going to use, and then we will write the code for connection between this code and the MCP server. So this is the model. In model variable, I'm calling this OpenAI chat, and I've defined here that I want to use this LLM, and we are providing the OpenAI API key. So that's it, guys. By writing this line, you have provided this LLM to the agent, and now agent will use this LLM to understand the user's query. Next task is to connect with the MCP server. Which MCP server? The MCP server, this calculator MCP server, which we installed on our local machine, and now we want to use it. Okay, this MCP server we are going to connect with now. And for that you will write this, see, tools. You will write like this, tools equals to, then we are starting this list, and here we have mentioned the tool. So guys, if you'll see this command over here, just go to that GitHub repo and see, to run that calculator MCP tool, you need this command, right? So I copied this command from here, and then I pasted that command over here. Why I'm writing like this? Because we want to run that MCP server. Because if that MCP server is running, then only our code can connect with it. So MCP tools, from this MCP tools, I have told you that using this, you can connect your agent with the MCP server. So here, by writing this code, we are running that MCP server as a sub process, means in the backend that MCP server will work, and then our agent can use this MCP server as a tool. So this is how you provide the MCP server. This means connecting with that MCP server and using that MCP server when needed, depending upon the question of the user. If that question needed the use of this MCP server, then this MCP server will be used by the agent. And then we are providing the description. So this is just a description to your LLM. We are telling our LLM that you're an AI agent that can use MCP servers like calculator. So guys, by writing this line, we are just making sure that LLM is not doing everything itself. So if we are giving this kind of description to it, then LLM will understand, okay, I have this MCP server, calculator server, so I can use this MCP server whenever user asks questions which needed calculator. So that's why we are writing this description. And this markdown true, this is simply to show you the output. And now we have our agent ready. Now let's ask a question to this agent and let's see if this agent is connecting with this MCP server, calculator MCP server when needed. So this is how we are asking a question. Agent dot print response. This is the question we are asking. What is 12 into 8? Stream true. And then we want to run this code. Just save it, and now let's run this code. So this code is in E drive. So what is the name of this file? Single MCP server.py. So open command prompt. We are already in this folder where our code is. So you will write Python single MCP server.py. Let's run it. So this is our question. What is 12 into 8? And this is the response. 12 times 8 is 96. So our code worked successfully. So this is how you work with the single MCP server. Right now, the single MCP server is working on your local machine. Now let's work with one more server. We have one server over here. Now let's connect this same code with one more server. So right now we are using only one MCP server, but how to work with multiple MCP servers? So in this same code only, we will connect with one more MCP server, and let's see how this agent work with multiple MCP servers. So for that part also, I am just picking the MCP server from this GitHub repo only, because it will be easier and fast to show. And after that, we will see how to create our custom MCP server. So let's search Wikipedia. So yes, this one, let's use this one. Okay, Wikipedia MCP. So using this MCP server, what we can do, we can access and search Wikipedia articles via MCP for AI powered information retrieval. So let's click on it and let's see how to use this MCP server. To use this MCP server, so under this installation section, you can see various ways to install it. First way is this, second way is this, and the third way is this. So I'm installing using pip. Just copy this command from here, pip install Wikipedia MCP, and then paste it over here and it will be installed. In my case, it is already installed. So once you install this MCP server, see guys, just with one command, we have installed the MCP server on a local machine. Why with the single command it is working? Because the code is already there. We are just installing it. In some time, I'll show you how to write that code ourselves. But for this example, we are seeing how to connect with multiple MCP servers. So I just installed this ready-made MCP server, and let's see now how to connect with this MCP server. So scroll and under usage running the server, here you can see how to run it. Let me show you the code how to run it. So now let's see the coding part, and for that I have created one more file, multiple MCP server. Inside this file we will write the code, and right now this file is blank. We can just copy the entire code from here, the code which is there in the single MCP server, and paste here. Now we will only change the section where we have mentioned the tools. So put comma over here, enter, and paste the code here. MCP tools, which MCP tool we want to use? MCP Wikipedia. So this MCP Wikipedia, which is a MCP server which we installed just now, we are providing it to the tools in agent. This means if agent need this Wikipedia tool, when user asks the question, LLM will see if Wikipedia tool is required, Wikipedia MCP server is required, then it will use this. And if the user question needed the calculator MCP server, then the agent will use this, right? And now let's change the description little bit, because over here the description is only about one MCP server, and now we have two MCP servers. So let's change this description a little bit. So let's just replace it with this: AI agent that can calculate and can also search Wikipedia using MCP servers. So with this description, your LLM will know that I can use these MCP servers. Now let's change this question a little bit in order to see if LLM is using both the MCP servers together. So we are replacing this question with this: calculate 25 into 25 and also tell me who founded Wikipedia. So let's save this, and the file name is multiple MCP server. And now let's run this code. Python multiple MCP server.py. So this is our question. See, this is our question, and we got the answer to calculate 25 into 25. So it used the calculator MCP server. And regarding the founder of Wikipedia, so this is the answer which we got using the second MCP server, which is this Wikipedia MCP server. So guys, this is how you can use multiple MCP servers together. Here, our agent is connected with two MCP servers. Our agent can use these two MCP servers as tool, and then it is providing us the answer. So now guys, we know how to use multiple MCP servers on a local machine. Now let's try to create our own MCP server. Let's write a code for the custom MCP server. Custom MCP server means you will do everything yourself. You will write code yourself, and then you will run that. So for that, just go back to the directory where we are working. So we are working here, and here I'm pasting this file, math custom MCP server. So in this file, we are going to write the code for custom MCP server, and click on this. First thing is to import the module using which we are going to create the MCP server. So using this fast MCP, you can create the MCP server. So we are importing it, and then in this line in MCP variable, we are creating the instance of it, and we are providing this name to it. So writing this line, by writing this line, you have created the custom MCP server. So once you create the custom MCP server, the name of our MCP server is math. Okay. So next task is to register tools in it. Means every MCP server will have some set of tools. Because why we are connecting with the MCP server? We are connecting with the MCP server so that we can use the tools which are there on that MCP server. So let's just write few basic tools like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Let's write 4 Python functions. Python functions are tools only. So we will write 4 Python functions over here, and then we will save it and use it. So this is the first function. See, this is a basic Python function. Function name is add. This is the description of that function. This function will take 2 arguments, parameters, and int is the data type, output we want in integer type only and return a plus b. And when you want to use this Python function as a tool in MCP server, you will use this decorator. This decorator will register this Python function as a tool in MCP server. Okay, so you need to write this at the top of every function which you create in the server. So this function, this decorator only makes your function, register your function as a MCP tool. So now we have one tool in this math MCP server. So like this, we are going to add few more MCP tools. See, now we have added few more tools. Multiply tool, again this is a basic Python function, and we are writing this decorator on the top of it because we want to use this Python function as a MCP tool. And in the same way, then we have divide function. This is again a Python function. This decorator will make it a MCP tool. In the same way, square root and factorial. So these are the, how many tools we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have 5 tools in this math MCP server, and this is a custom MCP server. Why this is a custom MCP server? Because we are writing everything ourselves, and to run it you just need to write this. And this mcp.run transport standard IO, what this means is, this means that the communication which is going to be between this server and the client means your EGNO agent, the interaction, the message exchange between the client and the MCP server will be done using this standard IO. Why we are using this standard IO? Because our client, the code, our agent, and the server both are on the local machine. When your client and MCP server both are on the local machine, both are on the same machine, then you can use this transport method. This transport method will only work when client and server both are on the same machine. Okay, so that's why standard IO we have written, because the message exchange, user will send a question to the agent, agent have LLM will understand that question. If that question needed the use of MCP server, then we are going to send that question to the MCP server. So this question sending and getting the response back, this communication needs some sort of transport, and for that we are using this standard IO. So this is our custom MCP server. Now our task is, where we are using these two MCP servers, we want to add the third MCP server over here, which is our custom MCP server. Now we are going to use how many servers over here? MCP servers over here? 3 MCP servers. These 2 MCP servers, these are the ready-made code. We got it from internet. And the third one we are going to add over here is the custom MCP server, which we just created now. For that, I have created a separate file. Let me show you the code in the separate file. So we are adding one more file over here, which is custom MCP server. Let's open it. And now we are going to write code over here. So this is the code. See guys, entire code is same. The only change is, just see these tools. Over here, we added the third tool, MCP tool, Python, math server. What is the name of our file? Math custom MCP server. So you will change the name over here, math custom MCP server .py. So we have a Python file and we want to run that server. These are the other two server and this is my third server. You will just write the name of your Python file like this. Now our agent have access to these 3 MCP servers. And we have changed the description little bit. AI agent that can calculate, search Wikipedia and use custom math tools. Use custom math tool by adding this. Our LLM will know that we have one custom MCP server and I can use the tools of that custom MCP server also, because from internet also we have downloaded and installed one calculator tool. So how our LLM will know whether it has to use the calculator tool which have the which we just downloaded from the internet, and when to use the custom math tool. So for that we change the description little bit. Now we ask the question. See, our question is, use your custom math MCP to calculate the factorial of 6. So when LLM will get this question, LLM will know that I want to use the custom math MCP server to get the factorial of 6, because our math tool, if you'll see our math tool, we have this factorial function. So we want to use this, and then confirm on Wikipedia who introduced factorial notation. This will, for this part, our LLM will use the Wikipedia MCP server. And for the third part, finally multiply 12 into 7 using the calculator MCP. So for that, it will use this MCP server. So let's save it and run it. So we have this code in custom MCP server. Let's run it. Python custom MCP server. So this is our question, entire question. First, it calculated the factorial of 6. So for calculating the factorial of 6, it did this part. So we got 720. Factorial notation is the second question. So for that, according to Wikipedia, the factorial notation was introduced by the French mathematician. Then the third part of the question, multiplying 12 into 7. This is what it gave, and the summary of result is this is the final answer for all the three questions. Factorial of 6 is this, introduced by this, and the result of multiplication is this. See, here we got the output by using three different MCP server. Agent got the question, agent passed that question to LLM, LLM understand the question. After understanding the question, LLM decides for which part, which MCP server will handle the question part, and then LLM connected with those MCP servers, and we are connecting with those MCP servers using which transport method? Standard IO. Why? Because our client and server, MCP server, both are on the local machine, and we can communicate using standard IO method. So guys, this is how we can use multiple MCP servers, and I have shown you how to create a custom MCP server. Now the last part of this tutorial is how to run the MCP server on cloud. Now why we want to run the MCP server on the cloud? Running on a cloud means that your MCP server will be running on a remote machine. Means your client and server will not be on the same machine. Your client will be on your machine only. Your EGNO application, your agent will be running on your local computer, and from there you will ask a question and it will connect with the MCP server which is on some other machine, which is on a cloud. Suppose you want to connect to your MCP server which is there on some other machine on the network, right? So that part we are going to do now. And guys, for that, you first need to purchase the space on cloud where you will run your MCP server. And to run that MCP server on the cloud, you first need to install all the required packages over there, right? So that part we are going to do now. And guys, for my today's tutorial, I have purchased the VPS, the virtual private servers from Hostinger. So I'll show you the demo on that. So first, let me show you the plan which I'm using. So this is the VPS hosting link of Hostinger. And from here, these are the different plans they have. And the plan which I have purchased is this KVM2. So here you can see the configuration it have. So 8 GB RAM, 2 CPU cores, and 100 GB disk space, 8 TB bandwidth. So this is the plan I'm using for my today's tutorial. Once you purchase this plan and once you do the basic setup means initial setup means see, when you purchase VPS plans, what happens is you get a blank machine, nothing is installed on it. You install everything yourself. First you install operating system on it. So the VPS which I'm using, on that I have installed Ubuntu 24.04, and on that I have installed all the required packages to run our today's code. So let me show you that part. So guys, to use your VPS, you first need to log in. So for that, we are using Putty. Putty is a software. This is a free software. You can download and install it in your PC. And once you install it, you just write Putty over here. You'll see this kind of app. Just click on it. And then here you will write the IP address of your VPS, IP address of your remote machine. So you will get this IP address when once you purchase the services, you get this IP address. So you write the IP address over here, click on open, and after that you will see this kind of terminal. Using this terminal you can access your remote PC which is on the cloud, right? So login as root, my username is root, and then you will write a password over here, and once you'll write a password over here, you will be logged in to your cloud where you can run whatever you want to perform. So see, I'm logged in now. Welcome to Ubuntu 24.04. So this is the operating system on my remote PC. So guys, I'm not going to execute all the commands. So I'm just telling you what all steps I have performed in order to make this cloud work for my MCP server. I have created a separate environment inside one folder. So let's CD to that folder. CD inside the OPT folder. I have created one folder with the name of MCP server. Let's enter in that folder. And then I have created a separate environment inside this folder only, and I've written all the code over here. Okay, so let's activate the environment. So this is my environment name, my VENV, and this is how you activate it. Activate the environment and then check the Python version. So the Python version I'm using is 3.12.3, and let's do ls and see what all files we have over here. See, in MCP server folder, I have a custom MCP server.py file. So this is the same file. This is the same custom MCP server file, this one. Okay. So I have pasted this entire code, the code which we have over here. I just copied this file into the cloud, and you can see the file over here. Now to run it, you will just write Python and then the file name custom mcp server.py and enter. See, if you're seeing this kind of output, that means your MCP server is running on the cloud successfully. Okay, to run this MCP server over here, you just need one package, pip install MCP, because we are just running MCP server over here. We don't need EGNO or any other package. The only file which we want to run on the server is our custom MCP server, and see which package we need to run that custom MCP server. Only the MCP package. So once you have your virtual environment ready, just run pip install MCP and then your code will be working. Now our server is running. Now we will ask the question from our local machine. That question will go to this MCP server and we will get the answer from this MCP server. So for that, I have a separate file, this 4.py file. Let me open it. So let's paste a code over here. See guys, this is the same code. The only difference is we have provided the URL. So this is the IP address of my VPS. I've written that, and /MCP you'll write like this. This we have provided over here. And then in this MCP tool, we are providing this URL that our server is running over here. And the transport method now we used is streamable HTTP. Earlier, for the communication between the client and the server, we used standard IO. Standard IO only work when your server and client is on same machine. But now our client is on local machine, but the server, MCP server, is on cloud. So for that, you need this module. With the help of this module, you can connect your client and server when they are not on the same machine. And then same, we are making the agent, calling the LLM, we have mentioned the description, and then we are asking this question, calculate a factorial of 6 and also tell me about Python from Wikipedia. So let's run it. File name is 4.py. See, this is the question. Now our client will connect with the server which is on the cloud and fetch the answer for us. See, we got the answer. The factorial of number is this, and then the this factorial of 6 is 720, and information on Python from Wikipedia is this. So one tool, this MCP server, the Wikipedia part, is running on our local computer, and the custom MCP server which we created today, we pasted that on the cloud, and we are getting the information related to this part from the MCP server which is on the cloud. So this is how you can use MCP server with Egno. The link of this code is given in description section. You can get this code from there. And I hope guys this video is helpful. And if you like my content, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.